I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Sun, the planet of soul, the planet that represents Atma, Father, authority, power, government. That is going out from the Karka Rashi to the Simha Rashi, from the Cancer zodiac sign to the Leo zodiac sign. And in the sign of Leo, it will become powerful. It is his zodiac, it is his seat of authority. So Sun is going to become very powerful, and it is going to have a positive impact on almost all of the zodiacs. But again, I will say, see what's happening around the Sun transit. Sun will come in this zodiac sign every year exactly at this time. So what's special this year? Jupiter is in Taurus, which is 10th from the Sun, aspecting Virgo, which is 2nd from the Sun. So this time the Surya is kind of in a very, I will say, spiritual form. The Sun wants to fight for the Dharma. There is a retrograde Mercury hitting the Sun. Mercury is being combust here. Mercury will fall back to Cancer and then come back to Leo. So see the second house of the Surya and the second house with respect to the Sun. If you put Sun in the first house, the second house is the sign of Gemini, as a sign of Virgo, and 11th house is Gemini. Both are ruled by Mercury. And this Mercury is moving to the 12th house. So the Sun is initially going to be very defensive. So natural fear will come out when the Sun moves in Leo. You might see or hear things that makes you very angry or very, very sad, but soon it will settle and it will balance. Saturn retrograding in the sign of Aquarius will aspect the Sun. So this is going to be very challenging for a lot of government and a lot of people. You might also be posed with unexpected challenging situation which will demand sacrifice from you. But eventually when things settle, you will see that the presence of Venus actually balances the Maya. It helps you enhance your spiritual side, and you will be able to strategically carve a way out when you are in trouble. Overall, it will become a very positive transit, but you have to deal it with patience. Immediately, just because Sun is in Leo, it won't give you best results, but in the second half of the Sun transit, expect the best results, especially in the first half of September. Let's discuss all your ascendant, what your ascendant looks like during the Sun transit. But before that, do not forget to subscribe my channel. See, it's a subscription that keeps you and me stay connected. I repeat this because the point of uploading these videos is to help you connect with the transits, help you understand astrology in the most simplest manner possible. Trust me, what I say is not even 1% of the actual result. A lot of things will depend on your own horoscope, your own dasha, mahadasha. But this is the flow of energy. If you understand just this much, even if you don't know Jyotish, you will be able to understand what might happen. So in the time of crisis, in the time of need, if you remember these words, you will immediately understand what to do. Your horoscope may come later, your analysis may come later. Not everyone who is watching this video will go for an horoscope analysis. So take these things seriously, subscribe, and if you're not getting notifications of my video, I have a Telegram channel. Join that Telegram channel. All the links are shared in that Telegram channel. To join the Telegram, the link is in the description box below. If you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. And if you want to book a Kundli PDF, which is a 200 plus pages of computer generated, system generated report, which contains 10-year super overview of your 10-year of your life, the predictions, remedies. It's a kind of a good to have PDF with you. You can book that. That link is also available in the description box, and you can also follow me on Reels. Follow me on Instagram for Reels and other interesting stuff. Let's start the Ascendant Wise analysis. I hope you will like the video. So do like and share your comments in the comment section. Aries. Now, if you see, for Aries, Sun rules your 5th house and Sun will enter the 5th house. and which means that you will be able to become more successful during this time. Your 5th house is about your Purva Punya, your confidence, your expression, your creativity, and all that will become more powerful. Your connection with your children will also become better, but provided you rule your own life in a very humble manner. What does that mean? It means you have to use your words very carefully. Remember, there is a retrograde Mercury colliding with this Sun, both crossing over the Gandanta of Leo and Cancer zodiac sign, and therefore what you say out of anger or maybe in a heat of the moment may become a permanent memory in someone's life. So be very careful in that case, especially when you are dealing with your own children. From the financial perspective, this is a very good transit. This shows that your productivity will be very high. You will be able to understand what you can keep with yourself, what you can accumulate, what you can basically digest, absorb. So it's like if you run a business, you know how many products to sell, what should be the production capacity, or if you are giving a commitment, you know where to stop, how much you have to basically commit. So overall, it's a very positive transit, and with Sun aspecting the 11th house along with Venus and retrograde Mercury, it shows that your network circle will come to your rescue when you need them the most, but provided you are very humble. Anybody who is showing the ego will see the wrath of Saturn. Remember, the moment Sun enters the sign of Leo, it gets aspected by a retrograde Saturn from the 11th house, which means technically this will want some sacrifice. Health-wise, you will have to be very careful, especially related to heat and skin related disorders. Also, avoid anger and drink plenty of water. Giving water to the Sun, chanting Aditya Hridaya Stotra is a very good remedy. And moreover, this is a very good time for someone who wants to bring in fame in their life. Very good time for actors, industrialists, someone who wants to correct their image in society, who wants to do good for society, and who wants to be humanitarian. So overall, it's a very positive time for Aries ascendant and Aries moon sign natives. Taurus. Now in case of Taurus as a zodiac sign, if you observe that Sun rules your 4th house and it is actually going in the 4th house, and there is Venus, your ascendant lord. So this actually gives you opportunity to work in areas like real estate. If you want to launch a product, you want to start a factory, you want to work in commission kind of business, if you want to work from home, if you start something from your home, all this is very much possible, especially home lighting, vastu, interior designing. You will feel confident, you will be able to succeed in those fields. Also, because Sun is aspecting the 10th house, it shows that you will be comfortable and happy with your progress, but stop cribbing. The more you crib during this time, the more the supervisors and people of authority will go against you. Because of retrograde Mercury going to the 3rd house, your capabilities can be in question. So it is better to stay where you are, be comfortable, stand on the firm ground, use it like a platform, and take one step at a time. You will feel very happy, you will feel very confident, there will be strong bond, but you will have to use right amount of words. Also, you cannot impose your own happiness, because that is what you might can do, that impose your happiness on your partner, and that can be very challenging for your life partner, for your business partner also. So try to be in a very comfortable position. Otherwise, this is a very, very positive transit. One thing you will have to be careful is that during the night, especially after 11 p.m, you have to stop your work unless you are working in night shift. Because if you keep on working in the night, this can be detrimental to your health, and this can create infections, this can create lack of confidence. Sleep is extremely, extremely important, because this Sun in the 4th house is going to make you very active during the night. When everybody is sleeping, you will be highly productive. But you should rather choose a time of morning, say wake up couple of hours before sunrise and utilize that silence, that night time, which is basically pre-dawn time for your high productive work. Your productivity will be maximum in the Brahma Muhurta. For Taurus, I will say chant Aditya Hriday Stotra or Surya Gayatri Mantra. Gemini. Now in case of Gemini, Sun rules your third house. It goes in the third house, but your ascendant lord is retrograde, and then it will become combust. It will move from Leo zodiac sign to Cancer zodiac sign, and then will come back from Cancer to Leo and join Sun couple of times. Now this means that you will have to be very careful how you put your efforts, where you put your efforts, what you speak, what you communicate, your body language. How are you expressing? Are you becoming over authoritative, or are you are becoming very rude, very sometimes you speak truth where it should not be spoken in the first place. So be very careful in small verbal and non-verbal communication. On the other hand, the third house Sun is going to make you very confident. It will give you great insights about things. You will have longer plans. Short-term plans may not appeal to you. Long-term plans will come naturally, and this will help you save, build things, and prepare for your entire life. So every year when Sun goes in the third house during this time, Gemini gets an opportunity to reshape themselves. This time Mercury is crossing over from Magha to Ashlesha. So there can be a little bit of jealousy, and decisions can be out of jealousy. So be very, very cautious, very careful there. Now because of the presence of Venus, which is your 12th lord and your 5th lord, this can have an impact on your relationship, on your marital life, and this can also destroy a relationship with your younger siblings, especially sisters and cousin sisters. So be mindful when you are speaking, how you are speaking, how you are taking decisions. Maybe people need you. You have to take the ownership and be in the life of people who love you, who are there for you, who admire you. So you have to be a role model here. Otherwise, this is going to be a good transit, nothing very negative. Just you have to be very careful with the opportunities that come your way. Grab that opportunity. The destiny will be in your own hand. Career-wise, it's positive. Health-wise, it's positive. Just take great care of what you hear. Your hearing should be positive. You have to be a great listener during this time. Cancer. For Kark Rashi, Sun occupies your second house, and second house is about wealth, finances, family, and Sun actually expands all these things. But see, when you talk about family, that's not a place to show power. That's not the place to show your courage unless you are forced to. That is the necessity. Which means that you may have to face certain challenging atmosphere in your home, in the family front. Financially it will be okay, but from the relationship wise you have to be careful. Maybe some of your dreams, some of your aspirations can be either neglected by the family members, or the elderly in the family can tell you not to take that path, and that can create disappointments and can cause discouragement. So what you should do is you should put forward your point of view positively, humbly. You should not impose your words on someone forcefully, rather than back it up with data. If you are ready with your research, people will be convinced. But if you try to convince it by just saying random words, that's not going to help. So that's one thing. On the other hand, if you become egoistic, you can lose money. Remember, Sun is going to aspect the 8th house, so it is going to wide open all the, I will say it's going to open the Pandora's box. Although the position of Sun in the second house illuminates the second house, gives you the money, but only if you correct matters in the 8th house, only if you address the elephant in the room. So take matters on a personal level, get involved, and try to resolve in the most humble and strategic way possible. Emotionally handling situation at this point of time may not suit you, may not work for you. Otherwise, this is just a positive transit. With respect to your health, you will be absolutely fine. You just have to take care of your dental health, your food habits, and try to consume low calorie food. If you are polite enough, you will see the Sun transit in the second house will not heat up the second house. Rather, it will help you understand what lies hidden, what is causing the problems. Because if something is hidden and you don't know what to do with it, you won't be able to understand the result of your actions. Plus, it can be a kind of a secret energy impacting your life. Until now, you don't even know. So if you don't know the source, how will you treat the problem? Sun in the second house will tell you where the source of your problem lies. Leo. Now, in case of Leo, the Sun will be moving in your own first house. It's more like the fire energies are becoming very strong for you. This is going to be very good for your career. This is going to give you confidence, but you might be a little worried about what might go wrong instead of what is wrong right now. So future anticipation, thinking or worrying more about the problems that may come in the future is a cause of worry here, because you have to be in the present. See, when Sun comes in the first house, your ascendant becomes bright. You gain the aura, you gain the energy, you gain the power. So you have to be confident enough here. This will work on your personality. This will make you more bold, more assertive, more authoritative. Just you have to make sure that your communication skills are very up to the mark. It's very polite. Otherwise, this can create dhana loss, monetary loss. Why? Because Mercury, which rules your 11th and 2nd house, that is getting retrograde, getting combust and moving to the 12th house. So if you become extravagant just to show, if you do a lot of show off, you will end up spending more, thinking that you are projecting a certain personality, but you will be at loss. And especially if you're in the field of media, you will have to be careful. But otherwise, overall, this will improve your health, this will improve your business, this will help you, become more powerful in life. Just you have to make sure that this power or the display of authority and power should not interfere in your personal life. Otherwise, you will end up losing your happiness and some of your hairs, because anger will make a lot of heat get accumulated on your head. So be careful, take care of your eyesight. Virgo. Now, in case of Virgo, Sun rules your 12th house. It is moving in the 12th house. So you have to become very careful with your income and your expenses. It is a planet moving from 11th through 12th. So your expenses will increase. That's okay. If your profit is reducing, but you know that in the long run, this is going to give you some good results, don't get worried. Also, from the perspective of career, you will be traveling. You will need to reach out to people and places that are a little far away. Some far-fetched dream can come true. Also, this is a time to face the stiff competition and actually know your enemy, know the people, know the market before you claim that you can become victorious. So you need to do your homework before you actually launch yourself. Otherwise, one mistake, one downfall, and you will be heavily in trouble, especially financially. On the other hand, because it is the 12th house, this can influence your marriage. This can influence, this can bring in ego in your home, and little things, little arguments can result into heartbreaks, insults, and dominance of one partner over the other, which is absolutely not right for a healthy relationship. And you have to be very careful about what you eat. You have to be very careful about your eyesight. You have to be very careful how you deal with your distant relatives during this time, how you deal with your grandparents. And the best thing to handle the Sun in the 12th house is that you should not become overconfident or underconfident. Constantly remind yourself that you need to be humble. And in this case, you should chant the shloka, आपन तेज संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. Libra. Now, in case of Libra, Sun occupies your 11th house, and 11th house is the house of networking, gains, profits. It's the house of elder brother. So people who are little older to you will be like a good guiding light for you. Sun going in that house actually gives you a lot of success. But remember that retrograde Mercury falling back to the sign of Cancer shows that you are more worried about your losses and expenses rather than income. So your income is kind of mitigating future expenses and losses in this particular month. But anyway, you will get gains, you will book profits, speculative business will see rise and increase. You will be able to launch new products, you will be able to earn fame and appreciation, especially if you are in a job. But you have to be in good books. You cannot fight, you cannot just you cannot just say any word anywhere, otherwise it will backfire. Your body language should be very perfect. It should be very apt according to the situation you are in. Dress code should be formals in this particular month. Sun in the 11th house is going to be a kind of a lucky charm for you. It will give you a lot of wish fulfillment. But because of the 12th house energy interacting with the Sun, which is Mercury by the way, travel is very much possible. You may have to travel to earn, you may have to run around to earn, you may have to be involved or join a travel industry. So if you are connected to any such industry, it's going to be a very good time for you. It's also the time when you will make good friends, friends for life, and you will be able to use your network circle for your financial success. So this is a very, very good transit. Praying to Mata Mahalakshmi by chanting Shri Suktam or chanting Purusha Sukta is a very good remedy here. Scorpio. In case of Scorpio, the Sun is the ruler of the 10th house and Sun goes in the 10th house. It is a very, very positive, very focused, very achieving transit. A transit which will give you a lot of fame, success, achievement. It will give you new opportunity. It will give you position, authority. So if you're looking for promotion, if you're looking appreciation, if you're looking for favors from your supervisors, such as giving you a nice rating, or if you want some person to work with you, give you advices, then this can be a very good time for that. See, it's a very career oriented transit. Be it job, be it business, you will see profits, you will see happiness, and you will see expansion of your heart, which means you will become more udar. You will be able to give. You will have this nature to give rather than to take. That means you have surplus. So it's a transit of abundance. It's a transit of being very happy and being very stable in your life. But in relationship, you will have to be careful. When you are successful, how you deal with people who are not successful, how you deal with your juniors will define your character. So do not give up your character. Do not sell your soul for success during this time. This is going to increase your finances. This is going to give you a lot of new opportunities. But expenses will equally be possible during this time because 12th Lord Venus is also in the 10th house. Traveling may happen, business trips may happen, you may see a kind of a lifestyle that you have never seen before. You may enjoy the royalty during this time, and this Sun transit is the time when you can confidently define your career. So if you want to change your domain, if you're a student and if you are trying to choose a career path, this Sun transit will help you a lot, and therefore you should do most of your tasks when there is sunlight in the sky, and when the sun is set, this is the evening and the night time. Spend that time in sadhana in the evening, and night should be used for rest. Chanting Shri Sukta is a very good remedy here. Sagittarius. In case of Sagittarius, Sun rules your 9th house. So when Sun is the ruler of the 9th house and it goes in the 9th house, it actually helps you in a lot of ways. It's your destiny lord, Bhagya lord, coming in the Bhagya Sthan, aspecting the house of efforts, kind of tells you what you are really capable of. It guides you. It guides you like a guru. It's like the guiding light is coming in your life, and now you know how to handle situations at your workplace, in your personal front. So for Leo, it's going to be an excellent opportunity. Now, from the business side, from the career side, it is going to be very positive, especially for people who work in government sector, who want to travel abroad for education, for their job. If you are going to join your father's business, family business, it's going to be a very good time. You should not avoid the guidance coming from people who are of high power, position, authority, or gurus. Because Sun in the 9th house is more like Bhagyodaya. Sun is rising in the 9th house. It means your fate is becoming more and more powerful. So for Sagittarius, it's a time to rejoice, time to be more successful, and you should chant Om Namah Shivaya, Om Ham Hanumate Namah, and Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, because 9th house is about dharma. So doing dharmic activity, spiritual activity, helping someone, especially blind people, not arguing with your supervisors and bosses, putting forward your point of view in a very data-backed manner, not like throwing arrows in the dark, is the right way to handle the Sun transit. And if you are in Sun Mahadasha or Antardasha or even Pratyantardasha, it is going to be an excellent opportunity to be somebody big, someone bigger than what you can actually think you can be. You can outsmart yourself. You can create a record of your own achievement. So this is a very, very brilliant opportunity, especially for people who want to join business in partnerships. Capricorn. In case of Capricorn, the Sun rules your 8th house. 8th house is the house of occult, the secret house. And when Sun goes in that house, lot of things may happen unexpectedly. 8th house, Sun aspecting the 2nd house may result into sudden gain of wealth, especially inheritance. On the other hand, you will also see that the financial position of your life partner will improve during this time, resulting into a positive, happy atmosphere in the family. Just one thing, you should be very careful how you deal with your father-in-law, with your in-laws family, what you speak. Otherwise, this can create tensions between you and your in-laws. See, if you have invested some amount of money, or if you are planning to invest a certain money for long term, it's a really good time. But for short term investments, for trading, you need to be very, very careful, because once you are taking a risk. On the other hand, the risk also involves knowledge. Risk taken out of faith will not work for you. Risk taken after calculation will work for you. See, Sun is going to illuminate the 8th house. It's going to illuminate the unknown, the unseen. Imagine you are taking a huge torch and you're going in the basement of an unknown building. You don't know what lies there. But the moment you lit up the basement with the torch and you see what's there, this can surprise you. You may see things which you cannot even imagine that they exist. Some people will reveal their true faces during this time. All you have to do is handle this with patience and absorb the information that comes when Sun goes in the 8th house. And in the marriage, you will have to be very careful. You and your life partner should go hand in hand during this time. Aquarius. Now, in case of Aquarius, the Sun occupies your 7th house. 7th house is about relationship. It's about marriage. It's about meeting new people. It's about your life partner, your business partner. It's about your commitments, your contracts. So when Sun goes there, it highlights the problems and issues that are existing in those areas and will force you to fulfill what you have committed. Now, when Sun is going in the 7th house, this is going to give you new opportunities. In the relationship side, you have to value friendship. You have to value associations. You have to value people who work along with you. So this team building will work in your favor when Sun will be in the 7th house. Also, a retrograde Mercury falling back to the 6th house also shows that with the help of people around you, you will be able to solve your problems. You will get guidance so that you can recover from a bad health or a bad debt, financial issues. Now, in this case, praying to Bhagwan Ganesh, praying to Bhagwan Narayan will be a very good remedy. Simply chanting the shloka Vakratund Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighnam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. or Om Shri Ganapate Namah is going to be a very, very good remedy during this time. See, 7th house is not a great house for Sun. 7th house is the placement of sunset. That means it's not the power or position or authority, but rather it's more like democracy. It's more like equality. It's more like you are being non-judgmental about others' success. So when Sun is going there, it wants you to be the same person. It's more about your personality, which also means that if you become egoistic, some higher power will stand in front of you to prove that you are wrong. And if you are lacking confidence, someone positive will come and heal you. So in this case, all you have to do is be receptive in your life, and the healing energies, positive energies will come. It will give you positive energy, fitness. It will make you motivated. It will help you recover from a bad health. It will help you recover from a bad mindset. So if you're anxious, if you're having any emotional challenges, this can be a big release. So pray to Bhagwan Narayan that someone, some energy in some form comes as if Narayan is coming here to help you. Now for Pisces, Sun rules your 6th house. It is in the 6th house. And therefore, when 6th Lord goes in the 6th house, a planet like Surya, this shows that you will achieve a lot through hard work. People will recognize your hard work. Your roles and responsibilities will expand, and you will be able to become famous and a very important resource in your company when Sun goes in the 6th house. You will also know who your friends and who your enemies are, and you can decide accordingly. But you will have to be very careful, because when 6th house gets heated up, it's more like a war. It's more like a battle of ego, conflict of interest. It's also the time when you will have to reply if you are insulted. So you will have to use right set of words. You will have to be very careful in your relationship. Venus is causing a Vipareet Rajyog from the 8th house, and a 6th house Venus with a powerful Sun and a retrograde Mercury is a recipe which is not going to be very tasteful in relationship. Be very, very cautious with your life partner, how you use your words, because your anger, maybe you are facing certain circumstance in your office and you bring that in your home, and that spoils the relationship. That spoils the comfort of everything. So it's good on a masculine way in your career, when you want to compete, when you want to fight, if you're an athlete, if you are into any sort of legal battle. But it is negative in terms of personal life, in terms of your comforts. It will help you fight your disease, but it can also cause trouble to people who live around you. So it's your responsibility to be polite, to be humble, and see the bigger picture rather than becoming self-centered. Overall, if you chant Bhaga Sukta, Purusha Sukta, Narayan Kavach, it's going to be a very good time for you.